was a poor result, but still won it all, won't we?
It's true, Steve. I mean, 2-0 against Newcastle away from home. It's not a result that surprises us in a lot of ways, but circumstance is always important.
They've been our bogey team, haven't they, for a couple of years now, a bit like Liverpool were. But we changed that recently. The style of football slightly changed. And then we come up here today expecting to see a Liverpool vibe, and we just didn't get that vibe at all from the get-go. I think we played better when Jackson got sent off. So up there, Chels. But I'm disappointed, mate. I had to stand for a 2-1 win, personally. So to not even get a draw and 2-0, I think it's really lame. But
the thing is, we set up quite well.
We were
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I say the starting 11. That's what I mean. The starting 11, I didn't have any complaints.
Not really, no.
So where do we look at when we look at the goal we conceded so early on? Who do we look at? What do you think was the issue there?
I think the midfield, for me still, the combination of Enzo, I know Caicedo wasn't in there, but Lavi was in there. Maybe for that game it was too important. I wouldn't have played Caicedo there. I would have put him back in with Enzo personally. But there we go. He's chosen to do what he did with Liverpool. But
I mean, that did work at Liverpool, so in a weird way, I don't dispute it.
I know what you mean. But then, he's learning on the job, Al, in my opinion. He's still learning on the job. Should have been subbed before half-time. Mourinho, would have done that because we were just so stagnant. Do you know what I mean? I'd have chucked Tariq George on more energy. That's my opinion. I think the kid's really buzzing. And with a game like this, you know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, you need to go at it, you know what I mean? Rather than be so stagnant. It's such an important game. That's why I brought the flag today. Champions League. That's what it meant to me. Because you're saying to you, I wanted us to really push that over the line today, and we didn't do it. So we will, though. We will. We'll get there.
You think we'll get top 5?
Yeah, I do now. I do. Only because the mentality's changed. Something's been said. They're just a little bit more. There's a bit more about them. They're not so cold as they was going back for the last 4 months. Because you guys are sitting down Chelsea. You go to all the home games. I don't get to all of them. And the atmosphere has been a bit flat, hasn't it? So recently, to see in the last 4 games a bit more uplifting, it's been good. So I think on the back of that, I'd like to believe. But confidence is a funny thing. Once it's knocked, it can be knocked for a bit. And when it's not knocked, it can, you can build that momentum. Yeah.
Talk to me about the red card with Jackson. I mean, what's your take on that? It was a yellow initially, wasn't it? And then it went to VAR.
I need to see the replay. Again, it's football being over meticulous. Was the guy seriously injured? No, he wasn't. He has gone into the back of him. There was a bit of going on before that, but then that's really unprofessional from Jackson as well, to know that the referee, the highlights on him, to be doing something like that. So I personally think I'd have to see a replay, but poor from Jackson, that really. We needed him.
Well, we're not going to have him for the United game. Is it a 1-game match ban or is it a 2-game ban?
Not too sure on the rules now.
It's a red card, which if I'm sure is worse than getting 5 yellows. So,
straight red.
I mean, am I right in saying he's going to be out for United and Forest? Am I right in saying that?
Could be right, yeah. But do you know what? That might help us, Alex, because we played different. We weren't using him as a focal point, which he isn't anyway. But why is Maresca setting the team up to have him as a focal point? Do you see what I'm saying? We played better with 10 men. The play was more constructive. It wasn't looking in for the pass for the run that he does and does not make. And he hasn't got the strength. Today he was sent off because he's doubting himself of his own strength. But if he'd just done a dropper and held that ball, there's no need for arms to be coming up. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of long balls coming up as well from Sanchez. It's something we've called for in a number of games, but today it seemed like it was almost a clear instruction to go long and try and go to Jackson.
Different play. Yeah, I noticed that, and yet again, from looking at it, I thought, this is going to be different. He's set the team up different. But I think I remember saying to you, Mourinho used to do segments of 15 minutes. So you'd have 6 segments of 15 minutes, and you'd have a game plan for them sections. I don't see that with this guy, and I don't want to get on the guy's back, but he's still learning on the job. And today was a game where we give to that learning on the job. Things could have been changed at half-time, in my opinion, a lot more with the setup and the players brought in. I would have brought Tariq George in. Why didn't we see Tariq George?
I mean, he put Reece James on. He took Madueke off.
Yeah, that was good because Madueke was really poor today. He was lazy. I don't understand what's wrong with him because he's such a talented footballer. Maybe it's the way the team's set up. you know, I noticed from the start that neither of the wings were really getting used into the space, Neto or Malawaki. So maybe that's a byproduct of the way he has instructed the team to play, which I still cannot see. As experienced as I am as a Chelsea fan, you guys are more experienced on this modern team and how it's set up and how they play. You know what I mean? Regarding Enzo and Lavia, which would be Casado, what is their jobs? Do they pivot it, spin it out? Are they holding it? The play is so stagnant. But then, when I say stagnant, look at the last 5 minutes. 10 minutes, we really started playing football.
We gave it a good go, didn't we?
Yeah,
We gave it a good go, mate. And at the end of it, I feel more disappointed than angry, but the anger's still there. I mean, you can't, it's just like, you know, you think of some of the other games, you can't forget them. Yeah. I try and weigh up the good and the bad this season. I do try and weigh it up. Yeah. And that is a debate that we can have at the end of the season. I think right now, you just need to speak about, let's get this done. You know, I'm not going to talk about Maresca in, Maresca out.
I don't really want to go.
I know how I feel about him. I'm pretty sure you feel a similar way to me. Today is not the day for that.
No, it's not.
We just need the points.
We needed the points. Yeah, and I think, touch wood, mate, Man United, they don't want to get 2 places for prize money. It's not worth it for them. So touch wood that Chelsea gripped that. But today was a game to grip and take control and win it, and we didn't. Gone 2-0 down, man sent off, ill-disciplined. Why wasn't this on the game plan? Discipline is 100% do not mess up. Don't fuck it up. Don't be elbowing people. Don't be arguing. Get on with it. And that is what we need at Man United. We cannot have another. Well, it's not like we got away with it today. We lost. So we need to win at Man United. That's what I'm trying to say, and I think we can.
Those Newcastle fans giving it the big one.
You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
We've got to try and laugh while we can, Steve.
Yeah, you got to laugh, mate, because at the end of the day, it's a real hard loss for me personally. I just think 2-0 was really poor. You know, you can say they've won the Carling Cup, whatever you want to call it, the Carabao Cup, but really, I thought we were going to see a better Newcastle team, and thank God we didn't, because they could have really gone at us and give us a real good game, maybe even more than 2. I know 2 is a bit flattering, but 10 men. It's,
Steve. Thanks so much, buddy.
Up the
Thanks
Chels,
so much.
boy.
There you go. Thanks, Steve.